Can I get back to my beans and corn now? Do you mind?
Yeah, you wanted a million and you show it. What you want, is it really that important? You've been on my mind.
Hello. We are on our way to, I'm gonna just be honest, we're gonna do some day drinking. I need to do some day drinking. I have been, if you saw a previous video, it was a little bit different, but I felt like I needed to do it that way just so I'm not on camera crying. I'm not one of those ladies who has, a cute little boo. I don't have a cute cry. My cry is ugly. Matter of fact, it's ugly. So I didn't want to get on crying and being all super emotional. I'm sure you all know when you're dealing with your parents and your parents being sick, it can be very emotional. But yeah, so for that reason, I did a bit of a different video. But all of that just having happened, I'm kind of decompressing today. I had made up my mind that I'm going to take a break because I've been going to Mom's multiple times a day. And I thought, well, today I'm going to, do a little decompressing, take a break, some day drinking, have a little tipsy lunch or something, and have you guys ride with me. Anyway, not much has been going on with me. I'm trying to figure out my last minute what can I do. I'll be honest, I had a trip planned, but life doing what it does altered that plan. But I still have just a couple of weeks before school start. I know a lot of parents out there are like, oh my goodness, doing the countdown ready for school to start. I'm on the other end of the countdown. But I'm trying to figure out what more can I squeeze in. I just need one more little je ne sais quoi. What I need to do, I do not know. Like I said, my trip was canceled and I was looking forward to, maybe I should plan another one, another solo. I'm not going to hold you. That solo trip to Jamaica was everything. But, Miami is not really I guess it could be a solo place. I've been to Miami a couple times before, but I've never gone alone. To me, it's more of an upbeat, do something, party kind of place. So I doubt that I'll reschedule that, but she's still thinking, she's still figuring something out. If you all have some ideas, let me know. But yeah, it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe school is getting ready to start already. They're already starting with the emails and giving us information. This you need to know and all of that stuff. And I ain't really here for it, but it is what it is. I mean, I always have to fall back on that attitude of gratitude because there was a time when I prayed to get the job that I had. And so, that being the case, yeah, I know that I'm living my prayer right now. And I need to be more excited about that. But there are still times, it's human, that I just don't feel like it just yet. And that's probably because of all the stresses of everything else that's been going on. Anywho, not much has been going on with me. I've been kind of loosely watching the news, trying to figure out what in the world is going on with the Russell girl. I really hope that this whole kidnapping thing wasn't a hoax or something. Because if it is, then one, a lot of us, really myself included, prayed for her safe return and things like that. And that's not to say, we wasted our prayers. That's not the case. I did my part on my end. What she does is on her. But it makes me feel like those prayers might need to be changed, that she gets the mental help or something that she needs. That's if what it looks like is the case. And if you're not familiar, it's kind of looking like she staged her own kidnapping so far. I really hope that's not what it is, but even if it is, yeah, that just means something is a little off and she needs a different kind of prayer, bless her heart. Especially with everyone knowing sex trafficking, even herself included, knowing that sex trafficking is a real thing. That's really unfortunate. Anyway, change of whole subject. While I'm out here eating, I think I'll probably grab I'll take a look at H&M. I find myself in a position where I need short sleeve t-shirts. Like sometimes I just want to throw on a t-shirt. It's rough. I think that's the umbrella I gave that man who's standing out there. Bless his heart. That's good. That's good to see. Anywho, way off subject. Since my mind is all over the place, I think I'll just pick you guys up when I get to the restaurant. I am flat out famished. H&M got me twisted. I had no idea they were charging for sacks. She was like, would you like a sack? Yeah. That'll be 10 cents. I'm sorry, what? But they still charging for bags. West Elm usually has a lot of cute little furnishings, but no, I ain't gonna spend that much. Let's see what else there is going on. It's just about everything I can do to not pass out in the heat. By the way, did I mention I'm getting much better about vlogging in public? Still feels a little awkward, but, and people still love to stare, but what else? Yeah. So far we haven't scored much, but it's a nice little view. She got sunglasses on and she's still crazy.
It's like everything around me looks a little great. Ever since you found out, worry about my brain. I just need a time out, probably just a sprain. It's okay, baby, it's okay. Got a lot of words you don't know how to say. Pull out all your big ones, tryna flip my face. I give you a big hug, say I'm feeling great. It's okay, baby, it's okay. I don't wanna see you worry, but if you come on too early, if you make my toes too curly, and if you really have on me, baby, can't hold that roll. How to get it so wrong? Get it sometimes you cold on a big problem though, yeah. Cause to me you're an angel. If you ask me why, I say yeah, yo. Everything around me looks a little great.
Not Spider-Man got people held up listening to what he talking about. I'm nosy. I'm trying to see what is Spider-Man over here doing. I heard Cash App and Venmo. Spider-Man charging. To take pictures, say they so. Hey, I came back on because I realized, oh, I haven't closed out the vlog for the day. I've already peeled off my lashes. I was about to break it all the way down. And I thought, no, let me get back on and close out for the day. Plus, I've been shopping at H&M, as you saw. Let me pose for the thumbnail. Like, what's in the bag? Ew. No. You know what, matter of fact, since I paid for it, I need to be making different poses. Nah, I'm messing with you, but yeah, I'm still not happy that I paid for the bag. 10 cents, but it's the principle of the matter. 10 cents, I'm saying, but I did get these little black linen vibe pants. I'm calling linen vibe because I don't think they're linen at all. Oh, that print is way too tiny, and I am not going to use up my public school education squinting and trying to read. Oh, here we go. This is bigger. Polyester. I feel a little different about them now, but we'll see. But they give good vibes anyway. Let's see what we're looking like when we put on these polyester pants. Isn't that what they make like McDonald's uniforms and stuff out of? They do not feel at all like polyester. They have a bit of a palazzo print. A palazzo cutter design. So they wave, but I don't mind the wave as much if the whole pant leg is wide. I don't know if y'all are seeing that. But anyway, that's pretty cool. And these cost $9.99. That's not bad. I went in there for non-graphic tees, but I saw this. It was such a pretty blue that I thought, oh, that would play well with, you know, fuchsias and black, and just really anything. But I also have a real pair of linen pants with which these will go. And then I went in there for a plain tee. And I only saw like ribbed tees, but at least this one is more loose fitting, and that'll go for what I want. I think I want to have a little glass of wine. I know, depending on how I edit this, it's gonna seem like, dang, she was day drinking 1 minute ago, next minute she's gonna have a glass of wine, but you know, she ground all through the minutes. And it is quite a bit later. Oh my goodness, it's 8:54. I'm just about ready for bed. I've been going to bed earlier lately, so tired. I don't know, but yeah, got my little gangster poses. Let me not do my little gangster poses with this H&M bag, because I tell you one thing, put my receipts here so I can remember to put it away. Whatever you say you are in life will be tested. And speaking of gangsters, let me tell you, I saw some real ones. So I told you I had taken my mother to KU Med Center, very good hospital, by the way. So as we're on our way in, I saw a guy in camo. I was like, oh, okay, military, whoa, military police. So as soon as I see that, like my mother already has anxiety, and I thought, oh, let me not let her see that. I'm trying to shuffle her by, make sure she doesn't see that it's military police. It didn't work. What? Military? Is that the police? Is that the prisoner? Loud. She's also a little bit hard of hearing, so what she thinks is a softly spoken question or comment, it never is. But anyway, we get past that. How about we get inside, and I see not one or two, but 3 more different sheriffs at different times with different prisoners. So at this point, I'm looking on my phone like, how many prisons are near me? Or how close are the prisons near me? It was like 3.5 miles, I think, from KU Med. So I said, okay, that kind of explains some stuff. But anyway, we get to a point where, you know, they need to do some CT scans and different things with my mother. And they were like, you know, you can wait in the waiting room. I mean, you can wait here, but it'll be a little while. And I was hungry. So I thought, okay, I'll go down to the cafeteria. Good decision. Because never have I eaten cafeteria time. Of all the times my mother's been in the hospital, I see what they serve. I'm like, Went down there, and they had 2 areas. They had one with the cafe line, and then one which was a la carte. But when I looked at the a la carte line, everyone, you know, you get what you want, people roaming around, not that many people. I look in the other line, and I see it is long and filled with what? Employees. So I thought, okay, if they like it, it must be something to it. And I wound up getting some chicken nachos. And the chicken nachos were actually really good. You could get it with beans, lettuce, white cheese, yellow cheese, the whole 9, right? So of course I got the whole 9, if not the 10. And I got my little corn beans. I go back to instead of waiting behind in the emergency area, if that makes sense, I'm waiting in one of the waiting room areas. So I had like pretty much 3 areas in which you can wait, and one was pretty much empty. I thought, oh yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna sit right here, eat my food in peace, whatever. So this little section is empty. Minus me, I sit down. How come out of all those little empty chairs in this section, not to mention the other 2 sections, this lady comes sit right beside me? And I mean, I'm all for making friends or whatever, contrary to what it looked like at the restaurant. Okay, so let me back up. I was at the restaurant, this guy was just repeatedly trying to make friendly conversation or whatever, and I really wasn't engaging him at first. Like, it took a lot for him to pull me into the conversation. And it's not that I'm antisocial. I am kind of introverted, I would say, although it's kind of hard to describe what I feel. Like, if given a circumstance and if given a situation, I can be in a meeting, I can facilitate a meeting, I can do all those things. I can, you know, I can talk on YouTube even. But just in general, you throw me into a crowd, I'm probably going to pull back. I'm not the first to go in, you know, things like that. So as he's trying to just engage me, I really wasn't into it. But after a while, his friendliness just pretty much won me over and I was engaging. So now back to this waiting room area. All these empty seats. I'm not really trying to form a friendship right now, honey. I'm trying to eat. And so I'm eating, and she, oh, you know, we got a lot of sick people in the family, da-da-da-da. And then I realized, okay, she's talking because she needs to talk. She's probably got a loved one back there. She's nervous. And so I'm trying to, you know, and still eat. And I look around, and what do I see? I see this sheriff getting ready to wheel this prisoner around. Now, we're on the end of one of the waiting areas, and I see him before he sees me, thank goodness. And, he's got this growl on his face. He's already sitting looking mad. He's shackled in the seat. And you can just see him looking around like he's looking for somebody, to eye engage with. Baby, please believe, by the time you look back over at my way, I was very busy. I was counting my beans and my corn. Was it 2, 4, 6, 9, 12? Oh no, I was counting by twos. I messed that up. Let me go back. So I'm just, looking down or whatever. Apparently, the lady next to me didn't get the memo, and she's looking dead on. Sheriff ends up wheeling him off and away, and did you see that? See what? The way that man looked at me, oh my, it just gave me chills. You didn't see that man? What man? Like, from where I come, we really don't engage. And we're very well versed in minding our business. Let me just say that. So, no, there was a man, a prisoner, and boy was he. You know what? He had on the full-on stripes, dark gray, light gray. I thought that was a stereotype. I don't know why I thought everybody wore like orange jumpsuits or I don't know. At least that's what I thought they wore in the jails. Now, in prison, don't ask me how I know. But I just so happened to have heard word that in prison, a lot of times they wear khakis and whites and, sometimes denim overcoats. That's just what I heard. I ain't saying, from the pictures that I've heard have been taken, but I don't really know officially. So anyway, she's asking me that I see him, and I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to ignore. I'm trying to be polite. But honey, you're working my nerve now. You're asking too much. So I'm just like, Lord, what do you want from me? Did I see this man coming through? You're talking about male, white, light brown eyes, dark brown hair, receding hairline, cut in a buzz cut, 2 piercings on his left ear, 1 on his right, and a mole on his chin. No, baby, I didn't see him. Can I get back to my beans and corn now? Do you mind? Tomorrow, I've got a little bit more to do. Cheers to you, by the way. Oh. Yeah, I guess we'll meet up tomorrow. I'm still on the lookout for a vase to go on my chest of drawers. I really just need to finish my bedroom in general. All right, you know what? With that said, I think I'm going to enjoy my little glass of wine, see about watching a little bit of TV. Yeah, I'm going to watch TV. Stevie? Okay, watch a little TV. But you know what I've been watching lately is that show, Georgia and Jenny. I don't know if any of you, it's a cool little show. It's about a Southern mother. She's white. She has a biracial daughter, and they moved to some small town for some reasons. If you're familiar with that show at all, let me know. But it's on Netflix, and I've been kind of getting into it. So I think I'll watch an episode or so. I think the episodes are full-on hour long, which is pretty good for me. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll sit back, relax, enjoy that a little bit, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey, here we are. It's the next day. We're on our way to Old Time Pottery Barn. I did exactly what I said for once. I actually watched some TV last night. Stayed up watching Georgia and Jenny, or Jenny and Georgia. Caught up with a few episodes that I'm still in season 1. And you know what? Let me go back a little bit, because I think yesterday when I mentioned it, I mentioned that it was the white mom with a biracial daughter. And I'm one of those people, I don't like it when people just tell me a story and they're like, oh yeah, this black guy said, or this white guy said, and race has absolutely nothing to do with the story. You know what I mean? So for me, the reason I mentioned race is because race is kind of like another character in the story. So they go through and they talk about, just different things, what it's like for her navigating through this mostly white town. They do have other races, and what I like about the story is it looks like with their casting they were very intentional. And so, whoa, Nelly, that's really good. But they also talk about, as much as her mom loves her, there are just some things that her mother can't relate to. And she has a teacher in her high school, I think it's her AP English teacher or something, Y'all move. Who combs their hair in the middle of the street? But anyway, yeah, she has this AP teacher who has difficulty, I guess, seeing beyond her race and things like. It's just a good show, although it's a young show. I will give you that little bit of a warning. It's a pretty young show. It's set in high school. It's just that young. But the mother, she's like a, hey, I'm going to do whatever it takes kind of mother. I like that. It's just, I don't know. Check it out. If you're already familiar with it, let me know what you think. But I also need some other shows to watch. I was looking and I saw that there's another season of Lincoln Lawyer on there. But it's been so long since I saw the first season of Lincoln Lawyer. I feel like I need to go back and just review to get a refresh on that. And then there was something else, whatever the #1 show of this week is. I thought, oh, I want to check that out too. But what I also need is some movies. I saw the J-Lo movie, The Mother, I think it was, with Maury Hardwick or whatever. That was okay, but I need some more movies. At one time, and just for a short time, Netflix had Love Jones. I wish they had that permanently, because I'm so weird. I could literally watch Love Jones at least like every other month or so. It ain't like I don't know the whole movie, I do, but I still just like watching it here and there. But anyway, if you know of some good movies, let me know. Let's get off here and go in there, and I'll see you in a minute. What's funny is, as much as I don't feel like I'm quite ready for school, fall is really my favorite holiday. I'm sorry, my favorite season. Of course I love summer for the obvious reason. I just think fall is so pretty. And it's nice to live in an area where we have all 4 seasons. Oh, y'all put plastic on mats, but not on pillows. Help me understand that. They got that music on blast. Oh, they got Halloween decorations. We've got some kids in my new neighborhood. How come kids kind of make me want to decorate and all that stuff and give out candy? You know, honestly, you can get most, if not all, of this type of stuff from Dollar Tree. Have y'all ever gotten that? Oh, I wonder if I'll see it. It's like this thing I chop up ground beef with. Not this, but it's up this. Yeah. Yeah, see how it's shaped? I got this from Dollar Tree, and it just breaks up my ground beef, ground turkey, and all that stuff like a dream. On my way now to get some flowers. I stopped at Sam's Club. Sometimes they have decent looking flowers, but today they didn't look so great. So now I'm just heading over to Trader Joe's, where they always have nice flowers, but Sam's Club is a little closer to me. But gotta do what you gotta do. But getting on the highway reminded me of my little trip to Houston. You know what? I don't think I addressed that. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago I went to Houston. I had a decent enough time. I've been to Houston before and enjoyed the brunch scene, but 1 or 2 of the places that we were looking forward to were either closed or, you know, just wasn't happening. And we ended up going to, among one of the places, we went by Chapman and Kirby, and I don't even understand. I mean, granted, it wasn't brunch time per se, but the name of the place is Chapman and Kirby. So we go, and I'm like, yeah, I want to have the Kirby drink. I'm like, boom, I already know I'm getting ready to get this Kirby. That sounds good. That's right up my alley. We go, and they're like, we're not serving that. And I think he basically said we're serving bottles and well drinks or something super simple. Like, what? The name of the place is Chapman and Kirby. Is Kirby fired? Did he lose his partnership? Like, why would you not be serving the Kirby? But whatever. But getting on the highway just now was making me think about Houston, because we got on at some point where they had these tall walls. The highway entrance was real narrow, and the sign said something like caution, be ready for flooding or whatever. But while we were there, it rained. It didn't just rain, it's tsunami. Like, it poured down for about 10-15 minutes. So I said, oh yeah, we don't often get rain like that, but when we do, that's like a flash flood circumstance. And I'm telling you, driving to get onto the highway through that little narrow area where they have the brick walls built up all tall, it triggered a little bit of claustrophobia in me. And that claustrophobia is strange, but I gotta respect it because it's real. I have most of my life been like, I'm not claustrophobic, I'm not claustrophobic. Elevators, all that stuff, none of that bothers me. I ended up having, I had fibroids, and I had to, go through, is it an MRI? I had to go through the MRI machine, which basically is like putting a human inside of a paper towel roll. So I'm like, no, I'm not claustrophobic or anything. The assistant, technician, whatever, they were like, do you have claustrophobia? I said, no. And she kind of looked hesitant, and she said, okay, and she marked it down. Now, once I went through, I understood why she was so hesitant. I'm sure she's heard no 11 times. And from honest people who really believe they're not. But once they put you in that paper towel, baby, and then roll you forward and tell you to be very still, because they're trying to catch the images, and if you move, you're going to have to stay longer because they're going to have to do it again and again. So I go in and I'm like, I gotta be still, I gotta be still. And the only way you can see out of this little tube, like, it comes up to my head, which I don't know why, because you're doing my fibroids, my uterine area. But to look out, I have to look way up. And rolling your eyes that hard up is not comfortable. So I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. And I had to tap out because they periodically talk to you. How are you feeling? Breathe slowly and all this stuff. And I said, I need a breather, give me a second. And they had to pull me out, and I had to like really psych myself up the second time around to be ready for it. But going through that little, it wasn't even a tunnel, y'all. Like, we weren't covered over, it was just only on the sides. Trigger a little bit of that claustrophobia in me. But all of that just because I had some more fibroids. But them fibroids, baby, they was the size of plums, and there were multiple fibroids in me. When I tell you, men got it easy. I don't want to hear about these men complaining about women living a soft life and what about us and we high value. Shut the heck up. Until you got plums and peaches and all that inside your body where they don't belong, their testicles aren't even the size of plums, and that just hangs out loose and free. But we got plums all up in. Shut up. Shut all the way up. I'm mad about Eve biting that apple. I don't even want to know if it was good. I don't even want to know if it was tasty. I really just want to slap the apple and the taste out of Eve's mouth. She's got us going through all this foolishness for an apple. For an apple.
Hey, before I end this video, I wanted to ask you whether or not you went ahead and started that gratitude journal I talked about in my last video. I know I have, and I really already feel the benefits, and I want no less than that for you as well. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then go ahead and click on to my last video to get yourself all caught up to speed. In the meantime, I do think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here because I try to keep my videos at about 20 minutes and I'm already at 29 minutes and 41 seconds. So yeah, I'll pick up the video for another vlog. In the meantime, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video because I do not take the time that you spend with me for granted at all. You could be anywhere else and you choose to be here with me. I truly appreciate that, and in exchange, I hope I said something to make you laugh or at least smile. And if I did, go ahead and share my video with a friend or two. And in the meantime, take care.